People say that Hoi An is the most beautiful city in all of Vietnam. But people also say that it's overcrowded with tourists and no longer worth a visit. Let's check it out and see for ourselves. The town of Hoi An has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1999, since it's a well-preserved example of a Southeast Asian trading port town from the 15th to the 19th century. There are a few things that strike you when you visit this place. First of all, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a pretty small town with 120,000 inhabitants, and they've tried to preserve the architecture and the layout of the city. The second thing that strikes you is that it's a quiet town. Well, not super quiet, but there's no traffic noise. Motorized traffic is forbidden in the old town, called the Ancient City, during certain hours of the day. And let me tell you, I love that when I'm trying to record something here. My very first impressions, yes, it's indeed very touristy. But then again, this is a very old port town, so the gathering of people from all over the world is strangely fitting. It's loud and it's colorful and it's all quite a bit of a spectacle. But strangely enough, I'm enjoying myself. The tourism and the exploitation is so comically overdone that it almost comes out at the other end and becomes authentic again. Maybe I'm just a little bit stupid, and I probably am, but it feels like a living town where people are just going about their business, even if that business happens to be milking foreigners for everything they're worth. The ancient city is the oldest part of Hoi An, and of course the most visited part as well. I'm not exactly sure how many tourists there are here normally. This is the days leading up to New Year's, so I guess there are quite a bit more than usual. One of the reasons that the ancient city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site is that it's well preserved, but also because it's authentic. The historical buildings here are all from different times and different cultures, but they blend together in an organic fashion. And personally, I just have to say that I adore walking along the old harbor. There's something special about a nice waterfront with all of these boats lined up. There's a lot of tailors in Hoi An, one of which was my Easy Rider's little brother. So if you want to get a suit or a dress done, you know which town to come to. Doesn't that look snazzy? I think I could pull it off. Something strange I've noticed about Vietnam is that the fridge magnets suck. I want to get fridge magnets with the individual stuff about the places I'm visiting, but all of these magnets are generic Vietnam magnets. Hoi An is very colorful, and it's called the Yellow City, for obvious reasons. Yellow is a symbol of royalty, luck, prosperity and pride, and it's also practical. It absorbs less heat than darker colors, and that's pretty fitting for the tropical southern parts of Vietnam. There's a lot of lanterns in Hoi An. Chinese and Japanese traders introduced them to the town hundreds of years ago, and the town picked up the tradition by hanging the lanterns just about everywhere. They say that the best time to view the lanterns is during a full moon lantern festival, but to be honest, there's plenty of them right now. The town is just about covered in lanterns everywhere you go, and it's pretty magnificent to see. Maybe it really is true, this is the most beautiful town in all of Vietnam. A river cruise is something you pretty much have to do if you visit here, even if it's extremely touristy. But I am a tourist here, so... When I was in Venice, I talked a lot of crap about the gondola rides, but here I am, sitting in a touristy boat, but this one feels nicer somehow. And when taking the boat ride, you also have to release a paper lantern. No, you don't have to, but he talked me into it. It was nice. I guess this is as far as we go. The river is closed off after this part. I know that the lanterns are probably polluting the river, but sorry, I just got caught up in it. Caught up in the commercialism of the place, maybe. The Japanese covered bridge is one of the most famous symbols of Hoi An. There were a lot of Dutch, Portuguese, Chinese and Japanese traders here in the 15th century, and the Japanese had this bridge constructed to connect them with the Chinese quarters on the other side. The bridge is actually featured on the 20,000 Vietnamese dong banknote, so it's an important piece of history for Vietnam as well. It's pretty amusing to see all the people bobbing around in boats between these two bridges, like ducks in a pond. Very colorful ducks though. That's pretty damn obnoxious. Spider-Man is crawling around shooting people. What else can you do in Hoi An? Well, you can drink beer, and you can try the local specialty, Khao Lao. Or you can try playing Bai Choi, a card game that they play by the Japanese bridge, and for some reason they're very eager to teach foreigners how to play. But most of all, you probably just want to walk around and enjoy the beautiful town. I've been trying to rack my head why I like this place more than other ultra-touristy destinations, and it almost feels like an old-time market rather than an amusement park, if that makes sense. It has a more rural feeling and, dare I say it, a more authentic feeling than other places. The games have more of a rustic quality, and everyone here just seems to have a good old time in general. There's a lot more to do in Hoi An. You could go to museums, for example, or hang out at the nearby An Bang beach. Or you could take a cooking class and learn to do some Vietnamese cooking. In one way, I think that my hyper-condensed visit here isn't doing the town justice. I'm not showing off the feeling of exploring everything that Hoi An has to offer. On the other hand, many people say that it's easy to overstay your welcome in Hoi An. It is a pretty small town after all, and after you've explored everything that the old town has to offer, there really isn't all that much more to see. This is an extremely nice town to visit, but you shouldn't plan your whole vacation around staying here. And there you have it. That was a very quick look at Hoi An, the town that people say is the most beautiful town in all of Vietnam. Like and subscribe, but most importantly, have a great day. If you want to see more of Vietnam, also check out this video. I hope I'm gonna be able to place it correctly, otherwise I'm gonna look pretty stupid right now.